This is Jennifer Palamas from Charlotte, North Carolina, and this is Barbecue Central.
In a world permeated with barbecue websites under the control of tyrannical administrators, there was one man, a one-man army. He broke all the rules. He allowed his members to speak out, give their opinions, and make the website what it is today. Get ready for Greg Rempe and the Barbecue Central Show.
Live from Cleveland, Ohio, it's the Barbecue Central Show.
Welcome to the Barbecue Central Show. A very good Tuesday evening to you, wherever you may be. A couple days before Christmas. Hope everybody is all set, ready to roll. Happy to have you. I'm your host, Greg Rempe. Let me go ahead and give you your contact information if you know what I want to talk about tonight. 216-220-0966. Or you can shoot me an email at bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. That's bbqcentralradio@gmail.com. A little different show open than we normally do today, which in this case is a good thing. Sometimes it's good to change it up, and you'll see over the next couple segments, we're getting outside the barbecue box, outside the grilling box a little bit. But sometimes it warrants it. You gotta be educated. You gotta be a well-rounded person. You gotta be aware of yourself, really, and make sure you're giving yourself the best chance at staying healthy. So. Regardless of that, and we'll get into that next segment, I'll talk about that here in a second. I did want to kind of evaporate the normal show open, telling you where to go and all that good stuff. Look, if you've been around the show, you know where to go to get the replays, what the contact information is to get on the show, and certainly that hasn't changed in the past week. But I did want to make special mention that my Uncle Joe, my dad's brother, the air boss, Joe Rempe, just passed away a few days ago of cancer. And I had first heard about that. It's been a number of months, and I got a phone call from my dad, the air boss, later part of last week, saying that he had really taken a turn for the worse. He was up visiting his daughter in Delaware and was actually not able to make the trip back because his health had been declining. And Monday, I got a call from my dad, and Sunday, I got a call from my dad. No, it's Monday. It was yesterday, saying that he had passed away overnight. And to be honest, I didn't really have a lot of time growing up that I had spent with my Uncle Joe. He was older than my dad. They lived quite a distance apart. And for whatever reason, we just never seemed to get together like we did with some other members of my family. But I know that when I graduated from college and my dad took a transfer down to Florida, my dad and his two brothers just happened to kind of all reconvene after living in different parts of the country for the majority of my adult life. Getting back into Florida, where they lived from north to south and east to west, probably no more than an hour farthest from point to point. Getting together on all regular occasions, no doubt making my grandmother, their mother, very happy having her boys together. And certainly a time, there's a number of people, even on the Barbecue Central forum, who are having family members go through difficult health issues at this point, people with strokes, a couple people with cancer. So know that our thoughts and prayers are with you, and Dad especially. I don't know if anybody else is listening tonight, but my thoughts are with you. And as I talked about last night, feel free to give me a call if you need to talk about anything. And Joe will be missed. He was a great guy to hang around when we were down to visit in Florida. Life of the party. Very knowledgeable, very successful man, and definitely a person to be emulated and respected in many levels. So, Joe, we'll miss you, and I raise one up to you tonight. And we'll see you again down the road. All right, that being said, here's what's happening on the show. Next segment, kind of keeping within the cancer talk, believe it or not. There's a Barbecue Forum member named Brad Maffettâ who was actually running about with testicular cancer. And while over the realm of cancers, this one isn't as frequent, I guess, or might be maybe more on the rare side, certainly is never given anywhere near the spotlight that I necessarily feel it deserves. Certainly, it can be an embarrassing thing initially when you see it from face value. You're talking about man's technically the quote unquote manlyhood of a man is the testicles, and get cancer in there, and it's probably not that comfortable to talk about. A lot of people don't probably know how to examine themselves. So Brad has stepped up to the plate. From my solicitation from him, I was reading his blog, which is hotforteacherbbq.com, found out he had been going through this, and I wanted to bring him on, have him talk about it. He's the guy that's going through it firsthand, can give you a lot of information about what to look for, what to check for, what he's going through, what his treatment is, what his mortality rate is at this point. And he's agreed to be wide open. He's definitely not anybody that's embarrassed to talk about the intricacies of the whole procedure he's going through. So I want to make the Barbecue Central show a platform for people to come on and talk about, of course, anything that has to do with outdoor live fire grilling. But issues, barbecuing is inherently a male sport, a male activity. Certainly there's women out there that do that, but we're men, we have balls. And this is part of who we are, and we need to be better prepared, better educated, and Brad is going to help me out with that, so I do appreciate that. Then third segment, we'll get back into the traditional tomfoolery. I'm going to be joined by one of my moderators, Griff. His name is actually Bob Griffin. He's an attorney out in Alaska, which I believe is right next to Russia. And he's going to talk to us about the contest that him and another Barbecue Forum moderator put together called the Frozen Few Contest. This is the second annual contest. And we'll see how you can get involved, what the entry fees are, what the prizes are. And then, of course, four-segment free-for-all for your chance to win a 2-pack of PD River Swamp Sauce. Also, your last chance to get a Billy Bones Goes Green gift pack. It's green. So that's what we have going on the show tonight. When we come back, Brad Maffettâ talking about testicular cancer. If you want to jump in, feel free, 216-220-0966 or bbqcentralradio@gmail.com.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro-Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, love charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. The TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Now, let's get back to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
Welcome back, Barbecue Central Show here on your Tuesday evening. Glad to have you aboard. Don't forget, next segment, we're going to be joined by Bob Griffin from the Barbecue Central Forum, moderator and co-founder / promoter grandmaster of the Frozen Few contest, which will be taking place here over the next, I think it'll be taking place in February. We'll get all that information from him. Don't forget, 4-7 free-for-all for your chance to win a 2-pack of Petey River Swamp Sauce and the Billy Bones Goes Green gift pack. So stay tuned for that as well. As promised, joining me right now is again getting off of the barbecue and grilling topic for the moment for this segment, which is a good thing. Is Brad Maffettâ from Georgia. Brad has been recently diagnosed with testicular cancer, and wanted to have him on tonight to talk about it. So, Brad, thanks for coming on tonight. How are you?
Hey, man, doing great.
Sound great. Glad to have you.
I'm excited to be here, man.
All right, so let's get into it. Testicular cancer, obviously, kind of a personal subject, obviously, because we're talking about your testicles. But this isn't really, and we kind of corresponded with this a little bit when we were talking about how to kind of form the segment. But this is kind of of all the cancers, maybe a little bit more on the rare side, but definitely not given a lot of attention compared to the other forms of cancer. Striking men typically between the ages of 15 to 34, usually mostly white males. When did you notice that something was awry?
Well, my story is actually kind of funny. I was just getting out of my car one day, crossed my leg over, and, okay, we're going to speak blunt. I squeezed my testicle between my leg, and I just thought I'd racked myself.
Right.
And so went home, put ice on it, nothing big, not going to worry about it. And about 3 weeks later, reached down and noticed it was hard as a rock. I mean, it felt like a rock. And didn't think of anything of it, put more ice on it like the male I am, trying not to go to the doctor.
Right.
Then a few weeks later, I decided to Google hard left testicle. And just typed in hard testicle, and it came up hard left testicle. And that kind of scared me, because how does this know what testicle it was? And clicked the first thing on Google, and it was testicular cancer. And so that's how I got the idea that this was happening. Went to a doctor the next day. They sent me to a specialist the next week. And within a week of seeing the first doctor, I was on the operating table and they were taking it out.
Now, what did the doctor tell you? Did he say anything about what could have caused it? Or is this just one of those things?
It is just one of those things. And you're really good on your research of the 15 to 35, and I'm 40, so I did not expect this to be testicular cancer.
Now, aside from the hard testicle, was there any other symptoms that you found, like headaches or, obviously, was there any discomfort or anything like that?
Just the discomfort of when it got squeezed between the legs. But other than that, it felt completely normal, so I wasn't worried at all.
So what tests did the doctors actually run on you in order to kind of confirm their diagnosis? And we'll kind of go on from there.
The first doctor just did a quick feel of the testicle and said, okay, let's send you on and get a CAT scan done of it. The CAT scan was done of it, and then the next day I came back, and that's when the doctor said, okay, you have cancer. And, of course, that same doctor did a little test and felt the cancer itself.
So there was actually like would you say it was a tumor, more or less?
Yeah, that's a good word for it, yeah.
Now, there's two kinds of testicular cancer. There's the seminoma and the non-seminoma. Did he decipher which one that you had?
I believe it was selenoma.
Okay, so now this is actually one that was really sensitive to radiation therapy, which kind of segues us more into, types of treatment and stuff like that. What did he tell you they were going to be doing as far as, trying to get the cancer out? Did they have to take your testicle out? Did they do chemo? Did they do radiation? Kind of lay it out for us.
All right. Diagnosed on a Wednesday. I was diagnosed on October 15th. On the 16th, they had me on the table and took it out. And the incision was made at the waistline. And they took it out along with the tube, because if they didn't take it all out, the next place it goes is to the stomach. Mm-hmm. They put in a prosthetic. And that is something I wouldn't have ever thought of.
Was that the saline testicle?
They didn't tell me. It doesn't feel like saline. That's all I'm going to say. It don't feel like sailing. Let's see. They took it out on the Thursday. Took everything. Oh goodness. Now I'm going to have to throw something in, Greg. Yep. I'll throw this in. Then I'll have to ask you again. I went through chemo for 6 weeks, and it was 2 rounds of chemo. A round of chemo for me was 5 straight days of chemo for 5 to 6 hours, which was a bag going into an IV going into my arm. Mm-hmm. Then the following week it was on Wednesday. Then the following week it was on Wednesday, and then you repeat the rounds.
Oh, wow. So that's pretty intensive.
Yeah, I did that twice. The last one I did was last Wednesday. So I finished up last Wednesday.
How do you feel? I mean, what's after? Well, what does it feel like after you do a round of chemotherapy?
The first week it wasn't a problem. I thought I wouldn't have a problem at all. Once I got into the weekend after the first round, it literally felt like someone was sitting on my chest. We thought I was having a heart attack, and we had to call the doctor. It was apparently some very intense heartburn, and the doctor put it really well. We're pumping poison into your body is what he said, and your body's trying to fight the poison, so you're going to feel terrible. The first week of December when I started my second round, I had a band concert. I'm a high school band director, and I did it on that Thursday night. I went in and conducted the concert, but for that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I didn't get out of bed for a total of an hour, hour and a half. I just felt terrible. I mean, it drains all the energy out of you. I did lose most of my body hair, and I lost my sense of taste, believe it or not. The only thing that tasted good was hot, spicy foods.
Just like an old man.
Yeah, and that's actually the other weirdness of this, and I almost brought this up a moment ago. My memory goes at times, my short-term memory. I was speaking to a friend at a wedding this weekend, and he asked me how I was doing. And I paused for a second, then looked off and said, I'm sorry, can you repeat what you just asked me? Because I have no idea what you just said.
Oh, yeah. So that can't be, just one of the many side effects. You lost your hair. You felt like you were having a heart attack. You're having lapses in memory. Now you've had the surgery to take the bad testicle out. Has there been any diagnosis or confirmation if they have gotten everything? Or, did it start to spread at all, or were you pretty much localized?
It was pretty much localized. They were pretty confident after the surgery that they had gotten it all. But we did the chemotherapy just to make sure we had gotten it all. And I went in yesterday to see the doctor, and he said, don't worry, you're cancer-free now.
Good. Well, congratulations on that.
Yeah, I'm thrilled.
I'm sure a lot of people have, and maybe I'm the only one that would ask this question bluntly, but when they sit down and they tell you you have cancer, what's the first thing that's going through your mind? What are you feeling like?
Well, I was actually lucky the way I found out. I went in to have the CAT scan on a Monday, and I called my brother-in-law, Scott, who's an anesthesiologist, and I said, Scott, I've got a hard left testicle. What could it be? And he told me two things. I forgot what the other one was, but he said cancer. Mm-hmm. So when I went into the doctor, I was prepared to hear the words cancer. But when it came out of that doctor's mouth, it hit me hard, because my generation, and probably yours, John Wayne had cancer. John Wayne died of cancer.
Right.
Growing up, cancer meant you're going to die. So I was not quite prepared. It hit me hard. I'll say that. It hit me real hard. I didn't know what the future was at that moment.
And plus, you're not a single guy. You're married. You have a couple kids. So, all that has to factor in as well.
Right. I was really concerned about my family. I mean, if anyone speaks to me and said, what can we do? My first comments were, take care of my family. I mean, I can lie there and do nothing. Take care of my wife, help her get her thoughts straight. And how do you tell your children about cancer? Yep. And to me, it was actually quite easy. We made a game out of it. I went up to him and said, ooh, it was really cool. Daddy had this stuff growing in him, and the doctors took it out, and now they're going to give me this medicine and make me loopy. And they went, whee, yay. And then I said, and the medicine's going to make my hair fall out, and so we're going to shave it like a mohawk. And they said, yay.
So you make it kind of fun for them, so they're not getting all caught up in, the actual real seriousness of it all.
Right. There was a movie a few years ago called Life is Beautiful, where a guy who's caught up, he's Jewish, when Hitler's invading, and he's trying to convince his son that this is not terrible, it's just a game of hide and seek. And that's kind of the approach I took with my kids.
Now, majority of the listening audience, hold a few that I know of in particular are male. So can you give us kind of an insight as how to do some type of self-examination? I'm sure you've become, quite the master at examining yourself, or at least being able to tell other gentlemen how to do this and what to be on the lookout for.
Well, apparently testicular cancer goes to the left side. And I believe I hope I can speak bluntly and say I'm sure every male grabs the soap when he's in the shower and washes himself in certain areas. And when you're down there, you might feel a little bit of pain when the cancer is there. But more importantly, when you suddenly feel that your testicle is no longer soft. I mean, it literally felt like a hard rock was in there. I could squeeze it, and it wouldn't give way. It would not give way. So when you're washing down there, if you feel any hardness on your testicle, that's what it is.
And this is something you want to do, like, how frequently?
Man, I'd tell everyone to do it daily. I would actually recommend once every 3 months, because they really jumped on the ball once they heard that I had testicular cancer. I mean, they rushed through this thing. I was shocked that I was in the operating room just over 24 hours from when they diagnosed me.
Wow.
They were trying to get it before it went to the stomach and other places.
Now, for people that, are kind of listening tonight, maybe they want to keep up with, how things are progressing with you. You've kind of set up a portion of your website, which is hotforteacherbarbecue.com, to kind of keep an ongoing journal of what's been happening. Is there like a specific website that people want to go to for that?
Just Hot for Teacher BBQ, and I do have a blog there for cancer. But also, I want to bring up another cool website that I found while searching the internet. There is a barbecue team dedicated to cancer research. They're called Cancer Sucks, and they're based out of Chicago, and they raise money for the Corliss Johnson Memorial Foundation. Any money they raise goes towards cancer research.
Right. That's Scotty over there at Cancer Sucks, Chicago.
Yeah.
Yep. That's awesome. So, all right. Well, Brad, again, probably not the most comfortable subject to talk about, but I do appreciate you coming on tonight after I kind of asked you to do it. At least kind of bring this to the forefront. Maybe we don't get a lot of live listeners out of this, but the show gets downloaded thousands of times, believe it or not, every month. So the more we can spread this out to get people aware of, the better we'll all be. So I appreciate it, Brad. Thanks a lot.
No problem, man. Anytime.
All right, take care.
All right.
Brad Maffettâ. Again, his website is hotforteacherbbq.com. If you want to check that out, if you want to catch up and see what he's got going on, that's the place to go. Certainly appreciate that. Can't be all that comfortable, but definitely forthright, definitely honest, laying it all out there for you. So check yourselves before you wreck yourselves. Nothing to be ashamed of. And we're going to step away. When we come back, we'll have Bob Griffin on the line. Talk about the Frozen Few contest. Stand by. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show on LA Talk Radio.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, love charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Steven Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Shillington, Pennsylvania.
On your computer, on your Wi-Fi radio, on your iPhone. Commercial-free, original talk. Only on LA Talk Radio, your favorite talk station. Let's get back to the Barbecue Central show on LA Talk Radio.
All right, back at it, Barbecue Central show here on your Tuesday evening. It's LA Talk Radio. I ran a little long on the last segment, so I apologize for that, but good stuff from Brad. Again, Hot for Teacher, bbq.com if you want to keep up with his testicular cancer battles. Joining me now, as promised, Bob Griffin, moderator extraordinaire over at the Barbecue Central Forum. Bob, thanks for coming on tonight.
Hey, Greg, it's nice to be on, and let me start out by passing along condolences to the Rempe family. I'm sorry to hear about your uncle, and I'm glad to hear that Brad's doing well.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that, and Brad is doing very well, and wanted to have him on tonight to kind of get a little light for the testicular cancer stuff. And a lot of people don't ever really hear about that, so that's what we want to do. But we focus away from that at this point to get on to the Frozen Few barbecue competition, which is being held at thebarbecuecentral.com. You're one of the guys that's in charge of putting this. This is now the second annual contest. So give us a little idea of what's going on, how we get involved, when it's taking place, all the good stuff.
You bet. Well, it started out last year about this time when Dave Witt and I started talking about, on the Barbecue Central board, about how it'd be fun to have a contest for the guys that cook in the winter. We've been watching folks compete all summer long, and actually until I went down to the Oink in September of this year, I had no notion how serious those guys are. But we just decided to have a little fun and have a virtual barbecue contest, and it was to be in the dead of winter. So we started out last year, and I think we had 29 entrants and a lot of nice prizes, and this year it's going to be just like last year. It's going to be on Super Bowl weekends. You got to cook on Super Bowl. You got 3 days to cook, and then you got a day to get photo entries in. And it's a virtual contest, so it's some people kind of poke fun, and it's who can take the best pictures of food, and that's probably right. But we don't take it real serious. To enter, you got to PM Dave Witt and get him the entry fee, which is $25. And I want to stress, nobody's making any money off of this. Everybody that enters gets a T-shirt, and the entry fee goes to the T-shirt, and they're cool-looking T-shirts. They get a T-shirt, entry fee, and then there's 3 categories. The categories are Arctic Survivor, and that's a long cook, and you got to prove that you cooked either with snow on the ground or the temperature was below freezing, below 32. And Northern Vacation, those ribs and shorter cooks. Again, if you're below 32 degrees or snow on the ground, you qualify for those. And then there's a third category that everybody fits into, and that's Southern Comfort. And each category's got a great prize. The winner, the grand champion, is either the winner from the Arctic Survivor or the Northern Vacation. They get a really nice trophy donated by, I want to use the word prestigious, Alaska law firm. And then there's a bunch of other prizes left over. First place in Arctic Survivor gets a free copy of Rytek Kuda's book, Making Sausage, and that's donated by the sausage maker. That book alone is at $29.99 value. First place in Arctic Survivor also gets a set of knives, three hunting knives, and a bottle of hog rub from Naked Pig. The same prizes go to the winner of the Northern Vacation and to the winner of Southern Comfort. But the cool part here is there's a bunch of other prizes that are just a random drawing that Dave Witt does. And that includes 3 more books, 3 more of those $29.99 great sausage recipes and meat curing books from Kudas, 8 sausage making kits from the sausage maker, couple sets of knives. Helen Paradise has donated 1 Paradise gift box. There's more bottles of hog rub. There's 2 jerky guns. Smokin'Licious is donating some prizes, and we haven't quite got that narrowed down yet. Swamp Sauce and Smoke Rub are donating prizes for the drawing. So there's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 15 or 20 more prizes that are just random drawings. And right now, only 10 people have entered. So if nobody else enters, a lot of us are going to be dividing up a bunch of prizes.
Now, is there a deadline that people need to know about in order, to meet before they're actually eligible for the competition?
Yeah, there is, Greg, and that's a good thing. Thanks for asking it. And the deadline is the 29th of December. And the reason for that deadline is that's when we got to order the T-shirts. So you got to let Dave Witt know by the 29th of December what size your T-shirt is and get him the $25. And you can do that by PMing him on Barbecue Central's website.
And so we got about 6 days left for people to get in on this, and it's $25. Also, probably an easier way to do that is if you just want to go ahead and email the show, I can certainly get you hooked up with either Dave or Bob's email address, probably Dave's, and we can get them signed up. Look, a boatload of prizes. Again, go ahead and mention the companies that are sponsoring this.
Okay, well, the sausage maker is a huge sponsor, and that's in Buffalo, New York, and we can thank Dave Witt for getting them online. And the Smokin'Licious, Dr. Smoke there with his outfit that sells wood, Swamp Sauce, Smoke and Rub, Naked Pig, Hell in Paradise. They're all listed on the website, too. It's just we're really grateful. These people are donating tons of money to us, and we'd like to get a few more entrants.
All right, well, we'll see what we can drum up. Bob, appreciate you coming on tonight to talk about this contest. Sounds like it's going to be another rousing success, second year now, and it looks like we'll carry on to next year.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun. It's a really cool trophy, and even you guys down in the South that aren't true Northerners get a chance to win a prize and the free drawing. So we'd welcome you all in. Thanks, and we really appreciate the time and the sponsorship, most importantly, from Barbecue Central.
All right, Bob, take care. Thanks a lot.
A Merry Christmas to all from the True North.
Look at this attorney trying to start up stuff.
Okay, catch you later.
Take care. Bob Griffin, Barbecue Central Forum moderator. Contest cohort to Dave Witt. Go ahead and email the show, bbqcentralradio@gmail.com, if you're interested in getting in on the Frozen Few contest. $25. And it sounds like you have a better than great opportunity of winning at least something just for jumping in to get your money back. $29 for a book. You're plus $4 if my math is right. All right, I'm going to get out. We're going to come back. We're going to grab some winners. We're going to wrap the show up, and that'll be that until next Tuesday. Stand by.
You're listening to the Barbecue Central Show.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, love charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Shillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The phone lines are open on the Barbecue Central Show. Barbecue Central Show. Call 216-220-0966 to get on the air. Once again, here's your host, Greg Rempe.
Welcome back. Barbecue Central Show, 216-220-0966. Number you want to call to jump in to get a 2-pack of Petey River Swamp Sauce. Or you can get a Billy Bones Goes Green gift pack. Where do you need to go to find out more about those products? I can help you with that. It's swampsauce.com. That's obviously the swamp sauce part. And then BillyBonesBBQ.com. And the gift pack is unique. It's pretty much all consumable. You get it. You can use the wrapping to start a fire. You can use the wood that it's packaged with to actually use to start a fire for your smoker or your offset. Maybe you can chunk it up and put it in your bullet-type smokers if you're a charcoal-powered guy. So we'll look for a winner, 216-220-0966 or bbqcentralradio@gmail.com if you want to email a question or a thought about the show tonight. Thanks to Bob Griffin for coming on last segment to talk about the Frozen Few contest. And last year really was quite a rousing success. Sure, there's, a Scouts honor. You have to take people at face value, that they're not going out of their way to do some type of over-the-top Photoshop to their pictures, that they're not using some type of unauthenticated newspaper to document how cold it is outside. But from what I recall last year, people were pretty upfront, pretty honest, and were kind of going out of their way to make sure that they were legitimizing what they were cooking. And again, you have a 3-day span, so if you're really looking to get into that, the Arctic Survivor, which is going to be, more along the lines of a brisket or a pork butt cook, long time. When you're doing that, when you've committed to doing that, you want to make sure you're documenting it and that you're proving that you're the guy that's sitting out there most of the night in freezing cold weather. Why wouldn't you want to document that? Did that last night. So there. Let's go to the phones. Area code 775. Name and where you're calling from.
My phone's breaking up. I'm sorry.
Hello. Come on. What is that? 216-220-0966 with a few minutes that we have left. Next week, putting together a chicken roundtable. Roundtable requests have started to make a reappearance on the Barbecue Central forum, which, of course, can be found at thebarbecuecentral.com. And I'm putting together a short list of people that can talk about chicken. Typically, these shows are more competition geared. Started them maybe more or less under the assumption that it would be for the backyard, get some general ideas from people that know what they're doing, stuff like this, but kind of involved into a competition thing. And currently slated in right now, I have Tuffy Stone of Cool Smoke that'll be showing up next Tuesday. Also, Kevin Tarazuski. I don't know exactly what name he's competing under these days, but he is definitely well known, if not throughout the country, at least here regionally, for what he does with his chicken. And we got some lines out, looking at definitely 3, maybe 4. Hard to do with a timed show like this. Typically, the shows that were done prior to this, the pork butt, the ribs, and the brisket roundtables, while all being wildly successful in their own right individually and as a group, were done in podcast form. So there was really no time constraints. I'd get an hour and 10 minutes of raw footage that I would then have to whittle down into 2 30-minute segments. Again, downloaded tens of thousands of times. Probably some of the all-time greatest podcasts in barbecue history are the roundtables. I'm not just tooting my own horn. It's really that they're really that good. So we'll try a live shot at that next week, and we'll see what happens. We got about 2 minutes left, so if you want to jump in to get swamp sauce or the Billy Bones Goes Green gift pack, please do so. 216-220-0966. If you're on Skype, you can just Skype right in. You have me up. It's BBQ, the number 4, and then the word U, Y-O-U. And that's a free call, my friends. After that, the following week could be having Carrie Oliver. And I believe I got into this just very briefly last week. She's part of Oliver Ranch, which I believe is out west in the California area. and she actually goes on and puts on these beef tastings. So I'm sure, if you have foo-foo friends, they've invited you to a wine tasting before, so you're tasting any number of wines. Well, this is a similar idea. It's a tasting of sorts, but it's dealing with something we all love and adore, beef. And she has really put together a program, a package, a lesson, if you will, where she's serving you the same cut of beef, but it's from different areas of the country, fed different foods, raised different ways, and there within lies the taste differences between the same cut of meat. You know, the taste from the Giant Eagle or the Acme or the Kroger or the H-E Butt or whatever you have, ribeye steak from the grocery store, and then this one raised here in this ranch, and this one here raised in this ranch, in this portion of the country versus that portion, all have taste differences, which she points out. I found it to be very interesting, and we'll have her on, looks like probably in a couple weeks, and then I'm actually looking to get Lone Star Barbecue Association down there in Texas on to talk about what they have going on as well. So that's just to kind of give you an update on what we have coming on here in upcoming shows. Nobody's lighting it up tonight, which happens every so often. Typically, we got to be turning people away at this point, but we're not even turning one person away, which means I will take the swamp sauce and the Billy Bones Goes Green gift pack for me. Merry Christmas to me. Uh-oh. Look at here. Somebody's trying to creep in. All right. Look at me being a nice guy. Barbecue Central Radio, name and where you're calling from.
I'm calling in for the sauce.
Who's this?
This is Bob in Florida.
Bob in Florida. All right. You actually do have the choice of either the sauce or the Billy Bones Goes Green gift pack. So if you want to stay with the sauce, you can...
Swamp sauce.
Swamp sauce it is.
I've been almost ordering that.
Almost. Well,
so many times, and if I get it, from what I've heard, I will like it, and then I will probably order much more.
Well, there you go. You get a taste test on the Barbecue Central show, and then I'm sure you'll definitely be reordering. It's really great stuff. I have some in my house all the time. So all you want to do...
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, just go ahead and shoot me your shipping information via email, and I'll get it down to Tim, and he'll get you hooked up.
Okay.
All right, Bob. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Take care. Bob in Florida. Had his speakers running in the background. I hate it when I can hear myself in the background. Hate it. All right. And now we'll start again. Thanks to Brad Maffettâ for coming on, talking about testicular cancer. Hot for Teacher, bbq.com is his website. Check it out. Keep track, keep tabs on his progress. Glad he's doing well. Glad he's done with chemo. Congratulations to you, Brad. And again, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it. Thanks to Bob Griffin for coming on tonight, talking about the Frozen Few contest, which can be found and you can sign up for at thebarbecuecentral.com, my website. You can shoot me an email if you want to learn more about that. I'll get you hooked up with Dave Witt, the guy you want to pay your entry fee to. T-shirts, books, associated whatnot. It's good stuff. Don't forget, coming up after me here in 10 minutes is Broad Topics with your hosts Laura, Joan, Kelly, and Jillian. I don't know if they're in replay still or not due to Laura having a baby, but if you haven't heard it before, it's going to be new to you anyway. Don't forget, next week, Chicken Roundtable with such notables as Kevin Tarazuski and Tuffy Stone from Cool Smoke Barbecue. Until next Tuesday, this is your program host. Oh, wait. I do want to say happy Merry Christmas to each and everybody out there 2 days from now. And now, until next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, this is your program host, Greg Rempe. Good night now.
Forget going from site to site to get all your barbecue and grilling supplies and make your first and final stop at Fred's Music and BBQ.com. In the market for a new barbecue pit, we have all the big name brands like Big Green Egg and more. As a matter of fact, Fred's is staffed by eggheads and carries every single part and accessory for the egg. More of a pellet head, you say? Then check out our full lineup of Traeger smoker grills. Fred also carries Pro-Q Barbecue, Bradley, and Weber smokers, as well as a full lineup of charcoal grills. And once you're outfitted with your new cooker or grill, you'll find absolutely everything you need to make your barbecue and grilling experience a success. Fred is a direct retailer of companies that sponsor the Barbecue Central show, like Wolf Rub Barbecue Seasonings and the folks at the Barbecue Guru. But you can also get your hands on a full lineup of spices, rubs, and sauces to marinades, accessories, lump charcoal, wood chips, pellets, chunks, and even the great grilling tools by Stephen Reichland of Barbecue U fame. Check Fred out on the web at fredsmusicandbbq.com or check out their fully stocked showroom in beautiful downtown Chillington, Pennsylvania.
The future of barbecue is already here at thebarbecueguru.com. From the amazing guru that monitors and controls the temperatures of any charcoal, wood, or electric pit to the Caldera Tallboy knockdown smoker. Yes, it breaks down and stores flat, yet it's still a robust, sturdy, portable cooker and smokehouse. It also serves as an efficient temperature-controlled convection oven using wood or charcoal. The Tallboy is designed to fit all catering pans and can be used as a warming oven. You can cook in any style you choose. Make ribs, chicken, jerky, vegetables, smoked cheese, whatever you want. Take it to KCBS competitions and unload it from the trunk of your car. TheBarbecueGuru.com is where you'll find the Caldera 3-Bay Caterer. It's stainless steel and uses charcoal or sterno for chafing purposes. And it doubles as a 3-bay sink or wash station with hot water and knocks down in seconds with no tools required for transportation and storage. The future of barbecue is here at TheBarbecueGuru.com. That's www.thebbqguru.com or call 1-800-288-GURU.
The Big Green Egg is the most unique barbecue and grilling product on the market, with its unmatched capabilities and flexibility that surpass all other conventional cookers combined. It's a smoker, a grill, and an oven. You can literally cook any food on it year-round, from appetizers to entrees to desserts. The Big Green Egg lights fast, and it's ready to cook on within 10 minutes, and no need for that yucky lighter fluid. The ceramic walls retain heat with an accurate temperature control, so there are no hot spots. And since the top is down while you're cooking, there are no grease flare-ups. Its handsome, unique, and decorative design produces the juiciest and most succulent food you'll ever taste. And don't forget about the world-class customer service and the lifetime warranty that goes along with every unit. You can find out more about the Big Green Egg by visiting their website at biggreenegg.com. That's biggreenegg.com. The Big Green Egg, the most versatile and unique barbecue and grilling product on the market.